tonight we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's a rookie from Tennessee. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Still going. He may go. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Point after, right down the middle. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Ward off the play fake. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Working out of the gun here, Ward. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Ward. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now they'll bring 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Going for it. Here's Ward. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First down, Washington.
On first down, Sampson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 77 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Jackson now out to his left. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 20, here's second down and 8.
Check that. Come on. Hey.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Curve 19. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 light. Cougar 19.
Throwing is Ward. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
And the Washington first down.
To throw is Jackson. Now this one finds McConkey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
from the gun, Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
First and goal, Washington.
Now Lamar changing the play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing now, Ward. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On play action, Ward. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Gibson on the read option. To about the 26 here.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Jackson going to keep it running right.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun on third down, Jackson. That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Sampson. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Commanders 21, Packers 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Play fake. Here's Ward.
Open that left side. Shaheed has it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. It's Ward. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Ward. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Ward. Catch is made by Metcalf. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Santos set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a give right side. Sampson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go now.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
8-yard loss.
All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Flush to his right. And he is going to have a Packers first down on what would be a big play there on 4th and long. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Cougar 19, Dragon 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw, here's Ward. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18. 5. Viking. 18. Go.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8-21-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to him on first down. The try. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And on his caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right, partner. That little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ward. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll roll him out right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Throwing is Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Here's 39. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Ladd McConkey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ward now working out of the gun.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score. Commanders 42. Packers 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Commanders.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 159 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And some room to work. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Play action, now Jackson. Open man right side, that's McConkey. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Big gain on the play, but it brings up 4th and goal.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Trey Palmer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw is Ward.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
Throwing is Ward. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Going for it, here's Ward.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Cody Bryant. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now this one finds McConkey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on third and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Ward. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Ward. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's got a man complete. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Going right back to Fan. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Sampson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To throw is Jackson, rolling to his right. This is caught, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Throwing now, Ward.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Play action. It's Ward. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Brings up 3rd down.
Bronco switch. Tag.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Washington,
it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
She got him beat, cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think I'm better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. If a dog, let a girl do it better. If a dog,
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And here we go from L.A. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Downfield, this finds St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On first down, it's Gibbs. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
4 yards on the play, and that picks up a first and goal. They send him left out of the slot. Out of the shotgun. Gone. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. First carry now for Kyron Williams. He cuts back left. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
First down, Detroit.
They send the tight end in motion. First down throw from Goff. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Ross St. Brown, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Motioning Williams left. Goff trying again on second and 10. He's going deep. Looking for Williams, and it's intercepted. Manuel Forbes makes the play. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
On first down, here's Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of of scrimmage.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, they were hoping. They were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long now for Stafford. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 4th and long.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down. That's 3rd down.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Ball taken in at the 36. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Dawg. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
14. Rams 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Move that ball up. It's going to be 6 to go now on second down. Stafford from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Screen here for Williams. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the Lions' 49-yard line.
On second down, a run with Williams. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. The Lions out in front. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They start out with a 3rd and 9. Stafford now. Finds him over the middle. He's got the first down grab and still going. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Defense showing blitz. Stafford escapes the pocket. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A handoff for Williams, running left. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Stafford back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devontae Maddox comes up with it.
So many throws in the league attack this area of the field. They love to attack the slot. And for these defenders who have to play that area, it takes great reaction. It takes tremendous intuition. And then just a spatial awareness of understanding where you are amidst that space to go take the ball away. That is well done.
And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Goff setting the throw. Big strike here to Williams. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Goff on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Detroit.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Lions pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Sending a receiver left. Goff on 3rd. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Running for it. Here's Gibbs. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He puts everything behind this one. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Carry on Arnold.
50-50.
Stafford. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
180. Double right.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it fine like they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
First down, Lions.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for his back. Jameer Gibbs there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing again, it's Dawg. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Working quickly here.
A gain of 7. Brings up second and
Out of the shotgun, Dawg. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Dumps it off to his running back. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
22. Big 20.
On first down, here's Stafford. Well, there's another one to Williams. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
15-yard loss brings up third down.
32.
Third and long now for Stafford. Launches one deep downfield. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe 2 more snaps. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Fourth and forever coming up. He'll throw it. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, it's Goff. First play, he's going for it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Cameron Curl has it. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Has some daylight through the 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now Stafford to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that makes it 3rd down.
There defensively.
Now Stafford again. Short pass brought in. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
A gain of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down and
Going for it, it's Williams. He has the 1st and still going past the 35. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Rams cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. The give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 13-point lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Rams.
Stafford now on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Stafford from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Stafford now on third down. He finds Adams, complete. They now get him down after he gets into the 48.
9 yards. And the Rams first down.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Jump off caught by his back. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Give to Williams from the gun. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Connects on the crosser. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
At the 5-yard line.
The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. First and goal, a little bit tougher here. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He brings it in. And he gets him back what they lost on that penalty. 2nd and 10.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the fall did to break things up. And that brings up 3rd and goal. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. It's hard to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
2nd down at the 15-yard line.
Off to the air now. Yet another grab for St. Brown. 40. At the 20. The 10. Push for the end zone. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Jack Fox to kick off for the
Fox
Lions.
now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Juke the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Connects with Adams again. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Rams football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Throwing now, Stafford. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Hits him on the out route. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 8-yard line.
Monday. 59!
Stafford back to throw. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Up the gut they go with Williams. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Rams, 1st down.
Here's Stafford. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Evans now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Tight end in motion left. Out of the shotgun. Dawg. Finds him on the crossing route. Now here he goes down the right sideline. And they're finally able to take him down with the damage done on that play.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He manages a gain of 8 there. And that gives the Lions the first. Again, it's Gibbs. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Another one for Gibbs. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Lions moments away from win number 12. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here.
I know you've listened to me over the years, praise and compliment offenses to just not go away from success. If you're running it well, keep running it. If you're throwing it, keep throwing it. Don't go away from it. Well, this defense, they're not going away from the pressure. And you see the dividends it's paid this time all the way for 6 points.
Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They'll run the draw with Montgomery. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. It's Montgomery on 3rd. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more. Shutting him down. That brings up 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheep. I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He'll throw it. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he will have the Lions first down, and they can start to celebrate now. This one's over. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. This will be a nice win for the Lions, who draw closer to it as they take a knee. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
Already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about if you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is, the strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve. Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that a ballin'. Come tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? French tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Cold plumbing cause I'm at a... Band swimming cause I'm in a